One of the main reasons that people get deported from this country is because they have a criminal history. And one of the things that immigration lawyers like me don't often talk about is whether we think that makes sense or we support that. Because if someone like me spends their career defending immigrants, it would make sense that I would only ever say things about why immigrants shouldn't be deported. And I understand from a common sense perspective why someone might think if an immigrant has a conviction for 3 DWIs or domestic violence, well, that's it. They should be deported. And I understand that thinking. But here's the perspective I bring as someone who's been working with clients like this for decades now, is that there's nuance to these things. Let's say that someone had their last DWI more than a decade ago, and now they're, raising their kids, single dad, have, completely rehabilitated themselves, and yet they carry these criminal convictions. Or maybe someone signed a plea deal in a domestic violence case for reasons, even though the facts didn't actually match what was in the report. Of course, that's not always the case, but often there is a nuance like that to these defense cases that immigration lawyers like me do. And the truth of the matter is, we have a criminal justice system that has a whole process of convicting people and sentencing them, and people serve their time and they end their time, and then they face this second round of review in immigration court. So, sure, there's people who are actively violent and dangerous and don't belong in this country. But to be able to just say, well, it's black and white and people in this category should go and everybody else should stay is not really possible. You have to dive into these cases and really understand them. And so anybody who gets on camera and says, I believe that these people should be deported and these people shouldn't, haven't spent enough time working with the clients to understand the nuance.